Alex, and today I'll be talking about how music is important to our everyday lives. Some people say that listening to music at a high volume is distracting and can cause potential hearing loss, but listening to music at an average or even low volume, our hearing can adjust to it pretty easily and without damage to the ear. So I propose to you guys that music is essential to human health and behavior. My three main claims for this is music is one of the most effective ways of improving creativity. Music benefits our brain activity, and music is a key to good health. For my first major claim, music is one of the most effective ways of improving creativity. It's one of the quickest ways to put us to the mind-wandering mode, which is it unlocks and allows us to have a bigger dimension of creativity. As Daniel Levitin quoted in the HuffPost website, you relax and you let your thoughts flow from one to another, and that's how you get into creativity. A great example is from the Cyberlink website, John Lennon's Imagine song inspired Steve Jobs to believe that his products could make the world a better place. Following this major claim, creativity increases, and there's a strong connection and increased communication with both hemispheres of the brain. As a statistical example, Bond implied in his website that drones are useful with great results because both hands are working simultaneously with each hand playing different rhythms. Practically every instrument involves cross-hemispherical communication. Following to my second major claim, music benefits our brain activity. Music significantly improves our motor skills and reasoning skills, as well as aiding our memory. Even learning how to play a musical instrument is beneficial and can help better understand and visualize information. In a class study from Bell Cooper's Buffer Social website, students tested better on vocabulary and nonverbal reasoning skills. Also stated by Cooper, for memory, music enjoyment causes dopamine release as it is connected with motivation, which in turn is involved to learning and memory. Following this major claim, it also helps us exercise and kind of let go, or not let go, but kind of push through the fatigue, any signals of fatigue. Not only does music help us push through exercise longer, but it actually helps us use our energy more efficiently. Quoted by Bell Cooper on her website, a 2012 study showed that cyclists who cycled while listening to music used less than 7% of oxygen than those who cycled in silence. And my third major claim is music is one key to ensuring good health. Music reduces stress and anxiety as well as improving immune function. On Lindsay Holmes' HuffPost website, research has shown that listening to music, specifically slow tempo and low pitch, calms down a person, including increase in heart rate, systolic blood pressure, and decrease in cortisol levels, all markers of stress. Also from the HuffPost website, a 2013 meta-analysis from the Massachusetts General Hospital showed that listening to Mozart's piano sonatas helped ill patients by decreased blood levels in interleukin-6, a protein connected to higher mortality rates, diabetes, and heart problems. One author of this slide, Levitin, quoted, "I think the promise of music as medicine is that it's natural, it's cheap, and it doesn't have the unwanted side effects that many pharmaceutical products do." Following this major claim, music has a unique ability to cope with pain management. Picking up on the HuffPost website, a 2013 case study where 60 people diagnosed with fibromyalgia, a disease involving severe musculoskeletal pain, were randomly assigned to listen to music once a day for a 4-week time period. And in comparison to a control group that did not listen to music, this group experience significant pain reduction and also fewer depression symptoms. It is true, firsthand experience when I was getting stitches a few times. Music was very soothing, it got me through the pain, and it was relaxing. In conclusion, I believe that music is essential to human health and behavior, improving, number one, improving creativity, number two, benefiting our brain activity, number three, ensuring good health. Without music in our lives, we would not be as creative, as happy, and as healthy as we are today.
All right, Alex, the proposition's clearly identified. I'm a little not, you do try to create an explanation of the controversy at the beginning where people might be worried about being distracted or hearing loss. But remember, that's just general about music as opposed to the particular claims that you're talking about. And I don't know how much controversy there is on some of them. I think a couple of them probably are, there's probably a little bit of dispute, especially on the first one and maybe on the second one. The third one sounds to me like something that it would be a given. I'm not sure anybody would argue that listening to some kind of music, especially calming music, isn't going to have an effect on people's psychology or emotions when they're like under stress or those kinds of things. So I think you need to do a little bit more to explain why it is you have to make this argument in the first place. However, the contents are very nicely organized at the beginning of the speech, so I know where you're going. As you get to each point, you signposted. I do think your transitions could be a little bit smoother, so it didn't feel quite like we're getting a check-off list here on item 1, item 2, item 3, and a little bit more like it's polished. But like I said, it was clear and easy to follow, which is good. I did think that you had a lot of evidence in the presentation. You've got a lot of information to support your point. You've got quoted information, you've got examples that you're using on the first point. That's pretty effective. The one thing, the closest that you get to a statistic is the 7% oxygen difference between people who are cyclists and listen to music versus those who don't listen to music. That was the only thing that seemed like it was measurable, although it seemed to me like there were probably some statistical information in the pain management study that could have been included there as well. Usually you provide sources, although the sources aren't always complete. I've got writers on the Huffington Post, I don't know who they are. Bell Cooper, you refer to them and they get mentioned several times, and I assume that they are authoritative in this, but I do think you want to give us their qualifications, once again, to kind of enhance your ethos as well as the presentation. I don't think there's much, like I said, the controversy thing is a little bit problematic. It's easy for people to accept the generalizations that you're making for the most part. I thought the presentation itself sometimes a little bit dry. You need maybe a little bit of energy, a little bit of more conviction in your presentation. I don't think you need to clown it up, but I do think you need to kind of spark it up a little bit so that people know that you are serious about this and that you want us to listen to you. All right, thank you.